Hi and welcome to Beatle Dave's Beatles channel. Today's video is my final video from 2023 and I've got a bunch of new vinyl to show and also a very rare, seemingly undocumented Magical Mystery Tour mono EP mispressing. So please come and join me. So hello again and welcome to another edition of Beatle Dave's Beatles channel. I'm really hoping all you fabulous Beatles people are doing really well out there, and thank you for joining me again today on the channel. So yes, this is my final video offering of 2023, and actually I thought I'd just mix it up a little, just keep it loose. We've got a bit of chat going on, and obviously I'm going to be showing some fabulous vinyl which I've obtained over the last couple of weeks. And amongst these items I've obtained, there's a fabulous Magical Mystery Tour mono EP mispressing, which I believe it to be totally, undocumented. I've never seen another one around. I've never heard of another one. So stick around for that. It's pretty amazing. So just a couple of things I want to talk about before we get to the vinyl. And of course, just under 2 weeks ago, we lost, of course, Denny Laine. A real sad occasion. And of course, he was a really important person in rock and pop music. And it's really hard to, imagine Wings without Denny Laine and his input. But obviously his career did start first with the Moody Blues in the 1960s, before he left in 1966, being replaced by the equally great Justin Hayward. Of course, he then went on to form the Electric String Band, who were actually at one point sharing the bill with the Jimi Hendrix Experience, before that band actually split up as well. So after Denny recorded a couple of solo singles for the Derham label, he joined forces with the Move's Trevor Burton, and they both joined a band called Balls until their breakup in 1971. So then Denny's career actually took a major leap upwards, of course, by joining Wings with Paul McCartney, which lasted until the early 1980s. Now, although Wings had actually finished, Paul remained friends with Denny, and more so in recent years, right up until Denny's sad passing. Now, he's such a great songwriter and musician, he's going to be sorely missed, and I'm sending my condolences to his family. So rest in peace, Denny. So secondly then, I just want to thank all of you guys for your continued support, comments, ideas, love, and just for being here and a big part of this channel. And I sure hope to continue showing lots and lots more fabulous Beatles items in 2024. So thank you all very much. Right then, just before I show some fabulous items, we may as well for the final time this year go straight to I Call Your Name. So yes, it's on to those fabulous old shout-outs, and it's a great big Christmas Beatle Dave hello to Beatle Brad, how you doing Brad? Hope you're well mate. Jay Prezza, Nervo, Cine to Buy, Octawave, Eric the Blue 61, Arc Guy Forever, Sugar Joe, Sunfellow, Me Affordable, RJ Aranetta, George Price, Nick Elias, and Harry's Music Room. So that's a massive hi to all of you Beatle people from yours truly, Beatle Dave. Okay then, so it's that time, and I've got a fabulous bunch of new and older vinyls which I've recently received, and without further ado, let's do it. So we're going to start then firstly with Walls and Bridges by John Lennon. Absolutely love this album. One of my favourites, if not my favourite, quite possibly. Obviously, this is completely sealed. It's a USA edition. It's a later print. I believe it's either the late 70s or early 80s. But you've got the Capitol. On this one, you've got the Capitol logo there, bottom left, with the EMI logo as well there. But totally sealed. Absolutely wonderful. You can never resist a sealed album, can you really? Right, the second one is another sealed one, which you've got John Lennon, Rock and Roll. Another great album. This is another sort of late 70s, early 80s pressing. Once again, you've got that Capitol down the bottom there with the EMI logo there as well. Great album, really great. Of course, you've got John in Hamburg there in a Hamburg doorway with the other guys all blurred. Right, so we've got a UK edition then of a Heart Play. Totally sealed once again. Got a Virgin sticker there. Well, I think it says top 60, £3.49 initially, but it's in great shape. Another sealed one, and a final one from John. Another UK sealed LP of this time Milk and Honey from 1984, I believe. My memory serves me well. And there's the back. Superb shape. And then on to Wings, obviously with Denny and Paul and Linda there. This one is a really, it's quite a rare one, this particular one I'm going to show you. Obviously it's got the original cover. It's in beautiful shape. And then we got the yellow inner in beautiful shape once again, perfect shape. But actually the disc itself is the export. It's a UK export edition, which is on Parlophone. But there is a Fame one which is on Parlophone, but not quite the same. But this is obviously the UK export. It's in beautiful shape. And we got that one there. So just slip that one away. And then we got another Paul McCartney, which is a later edition of Red Rose Speedway. It's actually got the MPL Communications Inc. details on it, which obviously means it's a later edition, late 70s. Obviously it's got the booklet and everything inside. You still got the brown message there to Stevie Wonder, just at the top there. And all the Wings Details fan club at the bottom as well. And of course, actually on the label itself, it's got the MPL details on the label. And that's, I think that's side one. So actually the MPL communications bits is actually on the left hand side of the label, if you can see that. Obviously originals have the Apple record details, whereas this one doesn't. So it's a later one. Beautiful shape once again. Fabulous. So that's Red Rose Speedway, another Wings one coming up. And this one is Venus and Mars. Now I didn't know about this one, actually. It's a Fame issue. I never even knew this came out on Fame. There's no inners, there's no like posters and stickers and stuff. But it is released on the Fame label. You can see there, you've got the catalogue and a barcode at the top there. And the actual record label itself is on capital, as was obviously the original. But this one is just a black capital. But I really didn't know this one existed. Incredible. First time I've ever seen it. And that's side 2, I believe. Fabulous stuff. So, we're moving on now to a copy of James Taylor. Actually didn't have this when I did the James Taylor video on the Apple Record series. I actually realised I didn't have a first pressing in stereo. But now I have, and this one's absolutely beautiful. Really hard to get this cover in really good condition, but this one is in lovely condition. Really nice, and of course it's stereo. So, of course, your black Apple inner and the all-important vinyl record with the sold in UK details on the label. And this one is absolutely pristine. It's beautiful. And then that's your slice side. So I've got another Apple record coming up then, which is Those Were the Days by Mary Hopkin. This one's just a little bit more unique than your average copy, which we'll come to in a moment. There's the back. And then we've got slightly toned Apple inner from the period. And the actual vinyl itself is a demonstration copy, which is, you can see that on the label on the left. Beautiful condition once again. And there's your slice side. Great stuff. So, I've got no George items to show. Actually, I've not had any George items for a while. However, got plenty of Ringo here. And this is one I picked up, obviously, after the record store day This is only released in America, I believe. This is obviously the Blind Man's soundtrack. I really wanted this one, so I managed to get one from Discogs. But this is absolutely fantastic. Really great vinyl, this one, which we will come to. I'm sure some of you have already seen it before. But, as I say, I thought I'd show this one as well. There's your printed inner sleeve. And you've got a nice poster, which is just like the original film poster of the day. I'll quickly whip that out and show if I can. There we go. Try and get some glare off it. There we go. There's Ringo there, little Ringo. And then, of course, the all-important blood red disc. I mean, that is pretty tremendous. That, I mean, that really is something else. That's really cleverly done. Actually, I really do like this soundtrack. It's pretty awesome. Quite like it. Fabulous. So, another Ringo coming up, which is one that came out on Record Store Day, Black Friday, which is Ringo, Stop and Smell the Roses. It isn't actually a Record Store Day release, but it came out on the same day. And it's yellow submarine coloured vinyl, as you can see there, bright yellow. Actually, a really great album, this. One of my favourites from Ringo. Great album. Of course, you've got contributions from George and Paul and Denny, of course, and Wings. That's the inner sleeve. Nice and pink. And then we've got, of course, that really bright yellow lucid vinyl. Wonderful stuff. And there's your side 2. Right, so another one which was released on the same day, on Black Friday, was another one from Ringo, being Old Wave. Once again, you got that yellow submarine vinyl, coloured vinyl. Not a bad album, this. It's certainly one of my favourite Ringos. It's not the best, but it's still a great album. Really young looking Ringo there with that sort of quiff, if you like. Grey streak of hair. The man and his sticks. Once again, that lucid vinyl on Boardwalk Records. I mean, these were quite reasonably priced, I think. I think they're about £25 each, I believe. That's pretty good. And I've recently all cleaned all these as well, which is always helps before you play them. Right, another one, which is the second time we've had a colour vinyl of this album as well as Old Wave and Stop and Smell the Roses. Another colour vinyl version of this particular album. As you can see there, limited edition, yellow and purple coloured vinyl, and it really is quite stunning. Of course, the other one I think was yellow, bright yellow, which we had. But this came out on Black Friday as well, this particular edition, but it's not a record store release. And there's your printed inners. And then we've got another one for record 2. And then we'll just scoot on straight to the vinyl. Both of those. And they're just totally amazing. I've got to say. Really, that is something else. I mean, that's really, really, really amazing. That's side 2. Oh, we'll just turn it around a little bit. I should have my gloves on, really. That's lovely, lovely vinyl, that one. So then we've got record 2, which is once again even slightly different. More yellow in this one. That's pretty good, isn't it? I bet some of you guys have got this one as well. So on to some record store releases then from Black Friday. Some Dark Horse related ones. So we've got Hank Wilson Volume 2 by Leon Russell. You've got the hype sticker there with the Dark Horse label, etc. logo. And there's Leon. And there's the back of the sleeve. The Paradise. And then we've got, of course, the fabulous Dark Horse Records inner sleeve. Really nice, these. Great stuff. Just like the original type. And of course this one's on a red vinyl. It's a lovely vinyl. Just pop that over there. Really nice sort of candy apple red vinyl there. Really great. And there's the second side. There we go. A lot of glare. Great stuff. So, on to another record store Black Friday release, which is Splinter. And of course, the place I love. There we go. Obviously, they've done a few little albums on Dark Horse. There's a bit of information there on that side. Of course, it's been available before, but this is obviously a new issue. It's a gatefold sleeve, just like the original, I believe. And there's your inner. Got Dark Horse inner there, once again. And this one, we've got a lovely clear Dark Horse vinyl. There we go. It looks really nice. And there's the other side, of course. And the main one actually I wanted on Record Store Day Black Friday was this particular album. First release obviously in 1972. And of course it's Ravi Shankar, live in concert 1972. And obviously it's on Dark Horse Records for the first time. Obviously initially it was on Apple Records, obviously. And there we go, that's the back. Obviously once again it's gatefold. Managed to keep the original shrink on there. So, of course, double album. So you've got your two Dark Horse inners. And then, you know, actually I must admit I really wanted this one to be on coloured vinyl, but it wasn't. Just your black vinyl on this one. Your regular black vinyl. Nothing wrong with black vinyl though. It's great stuff. That's actually, it's got side 1 and 4 paired, obviously for your auto changes. And then we got sides 2 and 3. And that's side 2. And of course, side 3. It's a great album. And it's one of those sort of albums, you know, you kind of relax to. It just seems to relax me, the sound of the sitar. Right, we're going to move on to some other bits and pieces before we get to this Magical Mystery Tour EP. And we've got, actually, I'll show this one first, which is Wings 8-track. Now, I love the old 8-tracks. I love collecting 8-tracks. And this is the UK one. You don't see too many of these about, actually, I've got to say. There's the reverse. Obviously, you've got the colour shot, just like the album. And you've got all the details on the side there. And London Town and everything there. And just the actual cassette itself, which is like that. Certainly don't see many of these ones about. So that's that. That's the 8-track, Wings 8-track. Got quite a rare single there from George Martin, alias as well. Paul McCartney on there. He's obviously written the song from The Family Way, Love in the Open Air. It's just quite a rare single, this. And obviously you've got the theme from the Family Way, that side, and Love in the Open Air on the main side. And this one's absolutely beautiful condition. It's about excellent condition, but it's got, you know, really a couple of little wispy marks, nothing major. Probably static marks, but it's really beautiful. Really rare single. So, another single then, which is from Jackie Lomax, Sour Milk Sea. This is an American one. Got the Apple sleeve there. But you've got the American edition, which is quite hard to get, actually. I was quite surprised. It took me some time to get this one. So, that's Sour Milk Sea on that side. And of course, The Eagle Laughs at You on the Slice side. That's a really great single. It's a shame Jackie Lomax only released one album and a couple of singles for Apple. Would love to have seen a lot more from Jackie. Another Apple single then is We're On Our Way by Chris Hodge, and this one is actually a demo one. Really good condition as well. And there we are. That's your A-side demo record and your slice side. So on to the final item that I'm going to show today then. And of course, this is a Magical Mystery Tour. It's a mono EP. It's the mono original edition. It's in absolutely beautiful condition, in mint condition. I've seen this for £20 and I thought, well, what a fantastic bargain for a mono original. It's in absolutely beautiful shape. Of course, it's got the blue lyric sheet on the inside, and of course on the back it says there MMT1 mono. So, you know, me being me, I always take a look at the matrix numbers as you do. So record 1 then, exactly as it should be, mono, side 1 and side 2 of course. But when I looked at record 2, and I looked at the matrix number of side 3, it actually showed me a stereo number. So it actually had 7Y instead of 7X as a prefix. So basically side 3 is stereo. Now I don't think I've ever come across the mono edition original UK EP with side 3 playing stereo instead of obviously mono. Unless you know different, let me know, because it must be pretty rare. I've never come across one of these ever before or seen one. So let me know, guys, if you've got one. Check yours, your first edition, and let me know if you got side 3 of the mono edition which plays stereo. Must be pretty rare. Anyway, so that was a nice little bonus for me. For £20, this EP is absolutely pristine. Absolutely amazing. Well, that's it for this year, Beatle people. And actually, I just thought it'd be nice to do something a little bit different for this final video. So hopefully you've enjoyed what I've shown you, and maybe there's some things there that which you might want to go out and buy yourselves. So Beatle people, I really wish you all a happy Christmas 2023, and I hope you all have a wonderful new year, and I'll see you all in 2024. So all that's left for me to say is, if you enjoy what I'm doing, why not give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. This is Beatle Dave signing off. Happy Christmas. War is over if you want it. Take care. Beatle Dave.